Alright, welcome back to another episode of The Road to 2200. We're going to try some Sicilian. Let's try to mix it up a little bit. Wow, would this be an open Sicilian? I didn't know anyone ever played the open Sicilian. I thought this was a weird sideline that no one ever plays. So I'm attacking the pawn, so they're going to go here to back it up. And then this is what makes this the Najdorf. It's a very clever little waiting move. Okay, so I don't know this variation as I don't really know any of them very well. I know you want to go here. By going too far, you relinquish too much control over that square. Okay. F4 is the main move, I know. I was looking at some theory today, and this is the system I'm going to play. It's just kind of like a develop your pieces system. And they go here, and then I'm trying to remember if it matters if I go here first or here first. Let's try to figure this out. I know those are the next two moves. If you go here... okay, what if he takes... I think you want to be able to take back with the knight. Does it matter? Probably. Knowing the Najdorf, it matters very much. That's the only problem I have. Okay. So now we can go here and be... Let's just do some thinking also. Okay, so they went there. Yeah, we want to go here, and then we're going to play b5, I think, next. And this makes it so they can't actually push e5, which is a move they want to do. They're probably going to go here, just kind of get off of all the problematic diagonals and tricks that can be in the position. That's at least the normal move. I don't know if they'll do it. I don't know how much theory... You know, my opponent's pretty high rated at 2135, so maybe a 2135 on Lichess now knows a deep amount of Najdorf theory, but we're on move 10. I don't know how much theory they know. I know I'm in theory for the line I play. I'm pretty sure that is not theory. They are backing this pawn up, which is interesting now, because if I go here and they push and I go here, they can actually stick that guy there, right? And then I go takes here. And maybe I have some stuff with like here. I think we are going to play this. I don't really know how long I'm supposed to keep this guy in the center. Also, maybe this is... No, I don't think I want to do that yet. Because I want to be able to, after here, play this move. So I am going to play b5. b5 is a very normal move in the Najdorf. You kick this knight who is controlling this square and this square. Also means this is more problematic. It's one of the reasons, in fact, why most people immediately just move their king over and say, I don't even want to deal with that mess. I don't want to have to deal with it in an emergency situation. You might be wondering why the Najdorf. Like, really? This guy plays the Caro-Kann and his excursion into the Sicilian is the Najdorf? Has Kevin lost his mind? Maybe. But I used to play the Najdorf 20 years ago, and I was talking to the one and only Kostya Kavutsky on the Chess Dojo, or from the Chess Dojo, and he thought it was kind of crazy I wasn't playing the Najdorf if I had some prior experience with it. Okay, so this whole like go here plan, not looking wonderful, right? Like this square is well covered, but where is this knight going? Like if I push this knight away, what is happening? Is the knight going here? If it does, am I able to take advantage of that? And in fact, maybe I just go here first, and now you can't push that pawn no matter what, right? The queen is hanging. You're going to have to move the queen first. I also kind of want to play that, but I want to wait. I think I want to wait till I'm here. So I think my next moves are like here, here, and here. I'm just trying to figure out what the ordering is, and I don't have the experience with the Najdorf to have that, like, you know, those reps to just know. Another move that looks quite interesting is here, hitting this and also guarding that square. If I go here, takes. I don't love that position. I am on that knight, though. You have to move. Man, the Najdorf is complicated, especially when you don't know what you're doing. Let's go here first. Yeah, let's go here first. We're pinning this pawn. They cannot respond to anything with d5, e5. I'm going to probably play h6 next. Though I kind of want to go here next. I might do that. Problem is they probably just don't move that bishop and they just take back with the rook if I were to take. I don't think I would take. I'm actually on this twice, which is interesting. They are guarding it 4 times. So it's well guarded at the moment. I won't be shocked if they move the queen, actually. Because with how much they've loaded up behind that pawn, it feels very much like they're going to push it. Like, that's the plan. I'm pushing this pawn no matter what. So, yeah. Again, trying to sort out moves here. Another move I like a lot, is here. And then this loses the knight. Nope. What am I talking about? This square is covered twice. Wow. Okay, that was an embarrassing statement. But it's still putting so much pressure on them. Man, they're taking a long time here. I'm a bit surprised. This is one of the things that Kosha was telling me with the Najdorf. I was like, oh, it's kind of scary. It's a lot of theory. It's sharp. It's dangerous. And he was like, yeah, but imagine being on the other side of it. Like, you're at least a Najdorf player. The player with the white pieces is like, oh, geez, I have to play a Najdorf. I know a little theory, but I don't really know what I'm doing. So I can understand that a bit, that it would seem a bit daunting. Also, I'm thinking about this. Okay. This move is very interesting because it's also hitting this again. Like, if I can chase him away and, like, chase that guy away, this is actually falling, which is kind of remarkable. Also, because this is here, they can't take first with there. So what if I go to him? Him gets knocked away. Here, here. Yeah, I need to knock him away as well. It looks to me like they're planning to go there, but I think I would just push and say that's fine. This looks a little bit slow. If I go here and they go here, then they're going there, of course. I think I'm going here and here. I think that's the plan. And if they maybe can they push now though easily? Yeah, maybe they can just push now. In fact, why? Oh, they can't. Duh, the queen. All right, yeah. So we're gonna go here, then we're going here, and I don't know. Maybe this is gonna pop loose, and we can really hurt them in the middle. I haven't castled yet, which is a little scary, but I just don't. I don't know. Like, tucking my king here into the pawn storm seems foolish. Going over here seems foolish. The middle seems pretty safe at the moment. And you're like, really? Really? It seems safe? Really? Really? Maybe it doesn't seem so safe. There seems to be no spaces. No place for the king. B5 is definitely coming next. I did make a mistake. Like, A6 or A3. Why not just play A3 and stop my plans? I think I was not being wise about that. I think that A3 looks like a very strong move that just crushes all the things that I've been building towards. I should have just played B4 last time. I didn't even consider A3. And A3 now feels obvious. I'm just hoping that they're like, no, I'll get there first, and just push this H pawn and just slowly push all the pawns. And then I go here. This guy can't go here anymore. Now it's like, what, here? Then this falls immediately. Maybe they go here, which is a little bit interesting. In fact, maybe that works great. Probably not, actually. Because after this is unprotected. So I probably have some cool idea like here. Nope, because this would take it. Maybe just here. Takes with check. So a lot of interesting, sharp stuff to be sure. What I like about adding the Nidorf to my potential repertoire, I'm not saying I would play it in a classical game. I like the idea that if you search me, you're like, ah, he might play the Caracal, and he might play the Nidorf. What? Like that's, I don't know. That's quite a bit of variation. Whether or not I ever play the Nidorf in a real game remains to be seen. But if I get really good with it, then it could be fun. Okay, my opponent is very much in the tank here. By moving this knight away, another problem I've created is after this, I kind of have to take this way, and I'm not sure I wanted to do that. And then maybe this comes, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then I don't know. Maybe it all falls apart. Or maybe they just do that. So that's very unfortunate. It was a big oversight by me. I'm quite annoyed by at myself. I think I'm probably gonna go here, here, and then if here, 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 and I don't like where that is. Now I don't know what to do. That was my whole plan. So my whole plan went up in smoke. They play one little quiet move, and my whole plan is ruined. That's when you have a bad plan. Okay. I think I'm just going to double here and just say this has to be good. Like, this just has to be a strong move. I'm going to go with the Boris Gelfand rule of chess, which is like, make good moves, and your position will get better. That's just what will happen. Very interestingly, we have this move, takes, and this file is quite open. Now, there's not a good way to press this knight, unfortunately. If I go here and they take, it doesn't do that much for me. For some reason, I was thinking I had a good move that I had figured out if they played a3, but now I absolutely do not see what that was. Okay, but I played the rook over. Okay, that makes sense. They're unpinned, and now they're looking to make stuff happen. There are 3 on it. There are 4 defending it. If I take here, there are only 3 defending it. They can't take this way now, or that falls. If I go here and here, something I can do about that. This is still unprotected. Is there a way to take advantage of that? I was thinking... No, it was this thing I was looking at. Yeah, the next move is probably e5. That's what they've seemingly been wanting to do. But if I can respond with this, I think that seems pretty good. If I go here, 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 and then here, I could go here, but I don't think that's going to do much. What about e5 myself? That actually seems quite good. So let's say I go e5 and they push by, I would take the knight. So if I go e5 and they move the knight away, I guess that square looks pretty good now, right? I've loosened up that square. Yeah, I guess I don't like that, right? If I was going to take, they come in there. I don't really like how that looks. So maybe e5 doesn't work. But I'm also considering this. And then if e5 push, and then maybe we're fine. And if I go here, I can always come around like this. And maybe even like this if I move that knight. Just looks like I don't really want to give up control of these squares. Maybe just after here, I go here. And I say that's fine. And if they take, I'm taking. And again, that's fine. I guess maybe the bigger question is takes, and then here. But then it's the same thing, right? Yeah. I'm going to go here. I'm going to say I don't think I mind if you take. And if they push and I take and they take, then I take back with the bishop. In other words, I mean here, 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 and that looks fine. Maybe I just castle. Yes, I know there's a pawn storm coming, but they do have the pieces doubled staring down the middle. I can't believe I didn't play b4 earlier. That was a good lesson. Play b4 fast. There's so much backing up that pawn. I think, I mean, this is far from reality, but if either of these pieces weren't here, this sack, exchange sack, looks like it would be pretty good. I don't think there's any way to engineer that. This is hit. I don't know what I'm doing. If they just go here, I don't know what my plan is. I might actually go here. No, that just hangs a piece. Or a pawn. I don't know. I probably will go here. And say, hopefully this pawn storm isn't good enough, but I think it will be. Like, if I give them a million years, it will be. I'm not doing any counterplay currently. Wonder if I should hit this knight. Like, I could go here and threaten what? I guess nothing. I also am very tempted to go here and just open up this file so I could have some counterplay. Only problem is then they're going to be hitting this. What about d6 actually? Maybe d6 is the way to go. Maybe I should have done that last move. Then takes. That seems fine. I guess the question is what when they do that. I don't really think I want to take. If I push forward, if I've gone like this, then here I can't really push forward. It just hangs. What? My opponent is having just as much trouble as I am with this position. We're only 14 moves in, and we've used a lot of time. Oh, and you can't see that. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, what's the problem here? Here? No? What? Yeah, it should work. Okay, well, it's not working. And over here, also not working. I don't. Well, I don't know why it's not working. It's a debacle. All right, well, I can't get the time to show up. I don't know why. But my opponent is down to 6 minutes and 44 seconds. I have 9 minutes. We both used a lot of time. It's a weird one. It's a weird game. I think they're very much trying to decide whether to take. Okay, and I feel like I have an interesting question. Do I actually take this way? It feels like it's going to be very hard for them to push pawns through. Whereas if I take here, and they go here... Actually, I don't know. Maybe this is fine, right? If they go here and then their attack is kind of blunted, then I go there. Yeah, you know what? I think that's fine. What if they go here? Yeah. I think this is okay. I think this is actually okay. Yeah. I was originally worried about this for some reason, but it feels like I take. They almost have to take. And then what do they have? I castle and they have nothing. I even get to go here, get a free check-in. Doesn't really do much, but it lets me put my bishop on a better square for free. I think I'm better here. I'm not saying I think I'm winning, but I think I'm better. And I just don't see what they can do other than that. Yeah, so then I go here. I mean, the problem is they're eventually going to go there. but I'm not sure that that matters. Do I want to check and move this king? I kind of like that king where it's at, to be honest. It lets me do stuff like this. But yeah, I'm just going to take here, get the check, castle, and say, I don't think you have anything. I think you have nothing. And if here, I go here, 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 I cover everything anyway. And this pawn is bad. Okay. Is there a problem with this move? If there's not, I'm in good shape. I don't think... Oh, wait. Also, I can just take here. And that seems totally fine. Like when they come over here to try to do sacks, I just come back and go, okay. I think this works. I think I just take this pawn. And I'm hitting the rook. I think they're going to go here. I'm going to go here. This pawn is stuck. I guess maybe they're going to go there, which I didn't consider. But then maybe I just come over here. And I can even like trade here. And then I'm on this thing. I don't know. Feels like I'm doing pretty well. Feels like things are going okay. I also have this really interesting bishop. I mean, I think we can see this square. This diagonal is vulnerable. I can't take advantage of it, but certainly vulnerable. This pawn is now only backed up twice. I'm hitting it once. Could immediately hit it again. Or go here. Be hitting it still once. Interestingly, I could go here. That one looks like... Oh, if they went here, I could go here. I'm hitting this twice. I don't think that's a good idea, but it's interesting. I think they didn't realize that was blundering a pawn. I didn't really either at first. And now it's kind of like, yeah, no, that blunders a pawn. Oh, wow, this would be very interesting. I didn't think about this. Here, here. Problem is it really weakens my king side. And I'm quite liking this very tight king side. I'm just a little worried. I have to calculate this a little more after here. Oh, they can also... No, okay, that won't work. Can I go here? I think I can. What about like here, chasing him away? I still think it's okay. All right, I think we're doing okay here. I think we're doing all right. Bishop g5 is a very aggressive move. That's the move my opponent played on move 6. And it hasn't gone that way. Like we can see, like they have not had much of an attack this game. I haven't either because I messed up this, but still, like I'm totally holding it together just fine. And this is weak. This pawn. This is a weak pawn. I am up a pawn. Like this has just gone very badly for my opponent. I'm not quite sure why. It might be because I know theory so poorly that I made fine moves that weren't theory and my opponent didn't know how to handle them. It felt to me like my opponent didn't know the theory all that well. Which is really, if that is the case, that makes me feel really good that my opponent who's 21-35 doesn't know theory well. That's kind of a relief, right? Like I guess I don't have to know theory that well. Okay, I think it's going to be here. Yeah, we're going to go here. And if here, I'm just going here, here, takes. They can't threaten the queen because of the knight. If they move this to go here, then they can threaten the queen. But I'm not sure that matters that much. I could just go here and take this pawn. I don't know. Seems like I'm doing well. Also, they're down to 3 minutes and 40 seconds. No idea why I can't get it to show up to time. fixing this. Oh, did that fix it or not fix it? Okay. I think so. Okay. Okay, they did do what I thought they would do. I think this just works fine. Trying to figure out why it wouldn't work. Seems fine. You can feel free to take. I don't mind. And if they go here, it's a fine move, but it's a little worrisome. Also, I could have just gone here. I wonder if I should have done that. I think maybe I should have. Why let them make this straight? If we're going to give up a bishop for a knight, this certainly would have been the one to give up. Also, hold on. Boy, this was hanging. This was hanging. What am I even doing? Holy cow. That's absurd right there. Ugh, they hung the exchange and I missed it. What's nice though is I can take here. If they take here, it still hangs. I'm talking. I don't know what I don't know what I'm talking about. That's not true. I'm talking about it hangs entirely, but that's only after they go there. That's really frustrating. I can't believe I missed that. Not all the time in the world, and I missed that. Ugh, so frustrating. Okay, moving on. Okay. I think I'm going to take here and here and neutralize some things here. If I take here... Oh, no, I need to take this guy off first. I need to take him off first. And then this guy's going. And now it's just like... What exactly are you going to do here? I guess they will be able to go there. Is that too annoying? Okay, so here, here, and let's say here. This knight can go here. And then what? Then I feel like I'm in some trouble. So maybe what I want to do is go here first. I need to be covering... Oh, I do need to be covering that square for when they go here. So maybe I do it this way. I go here. Then I can go here. He can go here. Whoa, here with this tricky check, but this is being backed up, so that's fine. This will be loose, which is a little bit worrisome, but I think it's okay. Let's say like here, 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 here. Yeah, I'm going to go here. This bishop doesn't have a lot of good squares to go to. This is not hanging, by the way. It is covered. As long as this knight can't go to here, my opponent is in very big trouble. They just can't dislodge this bishop. Okay, or they could just say, I'll go there. Okay. I don't think that works. I think we have some interesting stuff. Do you have opposite colored bishops, which is not... It should be fine for now, right? But it's just something to bear in mind. That is actually mate. Wow. I did not consider that for even a second. Okay, well, it's a good thing I considered it now. I think it's fine to go here. Maybe not ideal, but I think it's fine. So we'll go here. Chases away the knight, the rook as well. It does not chase away the rook because that would still be mate. Good point. All right, now if takes, that's kind of an issue. I'm thinking about going here. But then I can never take there. I think I need to go here, though. Or maybe here is better. Yeah, maybe that's better. And then I'm not pinned. This will still be mate. Okay. I guess a problem... I can't go... No, okay. I go there, here, here, and I'm hitting both. That's kind of interesting. If I go here... Maybe I should have done that there. If they do nothing, they just move the queen, they lose. If they take here... I'm going to go probably here. It's getting exciting. It's getting spicy now. Oh, I see what I should have done. That was a bad mistake. Okay, watch this. Take. Now takes. There's no mate. And I win. So that was a bad error by me. Oh, it's my move. Ha, shoot. They fixed that problem. Twice I've missed wins so far. Shake it off. Win a third time. That's the plan. Okay. I think I'm going to go here and put the rook there. I can't get rid of that guy. It's very annoying. If I do that and they come down to there... Yeah, that's not good, actually. I don't know how to win this one. I already had a way to win it. So if I go here, here... Yeah, and this is just falling. So what do I do then? Queen here, I think, needs to move. I'm going to go here, actually. I'll put a little pressure on this pawn. It's not a lot of pressure, but now the queen has to be at least partially compelled to stick around. Maybe the move is actually here. Or maybe it can be now. And then maybe here. Maybe that's the answer. Win this pawn. And then I can go here. Although this looks like an issue. Okay. My opponent only has a minute and 25 left to try to sort this out. I have just over 4 minutes. So we will see who can sort of solve this mess. I'm up a pawn, and I'm kind of taking the Gelfand approach of let's just make some good moves. I mean, I already won the game twice and didn't take advantage of either of those chances. So perhaps my opponent is like in an extra generous move today, and they'll give me a few more chances. Okay. That seems like a reasonable, like, reappropriation of the pieces. Try to pile up on that. I am going to go here and try to pile up on this pawn. And if they go, like, here, I'm still fine. I'm defending it 3 times. So it's really not an issue. And I don't think they will. They might go here. Oh, they can't go there. So maybe they end up going there. And then they just basically wasted a move. But at this point, they need to do something. 33 seconds. This is getting very dicey. Problem is I don't have another move. Like I don't have a move saved up and ready. I think I'm going to go here if they go here. With the idea of going there. And just, again, try to kick them around, make some moves. They're down to 14 seconds, so it's going to be very hard for them to make high-quality moves from here out. That's an incredibly interesting move. think is very bad. Not because I can take, but because I can go here first and then take. If I take here first, and then they go here, that probably wins. Let's check. Oh, this is very sneaky. Okay. I was thinking I could go here. They can actually go here. Oh, okay, if I take back this way, I think it's fine. No, because then this hangs. If I try to take back this way, then they have that mate. Or maybe not mate, but they have that attack. So if I go here, 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 and then they come over. Oh, they can't come over there. They go here. I can just bring the pawn, the bishop back. Oh no, the bishop's gone. So here, 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 here. That is very weak. I don't think I can protect it, actually. So how do I want to do this? Do I go like this? Then here, here, here. Like, this is really sneaky stuff. Wow. Kind of cool. What if I just take here? Does that kind of take the steam out of it? And then if they go here, then I can go here, then here, then here. No. Wow, what a nice move. This has to work. Takes, 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 here, here. Maybe here? Takes. Something works here. I'm running out of time trying to figure out what it is. I'm really tempted to just take here and make things easy for myself. Let's do it. We're just going to take here. I don't know if that's better, actually. Oh, this is really interesting. Here. Yeah, that would work. That would be very good. Right? Here. Here. Oh, I can't go there. It's covered by pawn. I don't think that works. But now if I go here and he takes, I can just slide back. Oh no, I can't because of the pawn. That's the problem. That's the problem with all of this. But I can just step up. And then if they take there, then I think I can just come over here. And I think I'm fine. Although I give the pawn back. This is probably a dumb idea. Before I do that, if I move over here, and I'm getting mated. So I'm going to go here. I'm up a pawn. Her pawns are still bad. I should be fine. I could just go here. But do I need to do that? I think I might just go here. What about here? No, I don't want him to come down. All right, we're going to go here. And say, I think this should be fine. If he goes here, I go there. 16 seconds for my opponent. They have to continually make good moves. I've made some very bad moves in this game, which is a little bit distressing. Okay. I'm going to go... If I go here... My opponent goes here. I take... Yeah, I'm going to go here. There. Oh, wait. This is the problem. Here is coming. So I think... Wait. Maybe not. No, yeah, because it's with check. Shoot. Ah! Okay, I gotta move. Didn't do this right. I definitely didn't do this right. Nice thing is I can go here. Okay, we'll go here instantly. Soak up some time. I really want to get this queen off. That's the big mission. Okay. Here. And oh, that doesn't work either. So many things don't work. Wasn't ready for that. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay. I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna get this check in. And then I'm gonna pick up this pawn. I'm gonna hope that's enough. Because then when he checks down here, I can put the queen there. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Go here. No, I'm going to go here to start with. I assume he'll go back and defend that pawn. Interesting. Go here. Okay. Defends the pawn again. I will go here. Here. It's fine. I'm looking to eyeball that check still. What I'm hoping is my opponent is under such time pressure that eventually they collapse and don't find the right move. Unfortunately, this check doesn't do anything really. I'd rather just come back to this. I think it's going to end up being a draw. My opponent has too much pressure on me that I don't think I'm going to be able to push this through. That is my guess. Like, we're very close to a draw. I have no idea how many times I've repeated or anything. And now they have plenty of time. What if I go here? This is an interesting try. Because then if they go here, they don't have the check. I have this now, maybe. Okay. Go here. They're not defending that pawn. Oh, that check is not a good check for me. Ah, okay. Interesting stuff. I think I take this check here and come away with a pass pawn. And I think that might actually be enough to win now. Or do I do this pawn? And then they have no pass pawns. I think I'm going to do this one. Actually, I kind of like this one better. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. And then I can go here immediately hitting this pawn. And then they would have to go ultra passive to there. They have no passers. Seems pretty reasonable. This might have been better. Okay, I'm going to go here. Then I'm going to go here. The idea of coming in there if he tries to keep coming forward. the king. Okay. Interesting. No, I think I just go behind the king. Start harassing. I've got so many targets. Oh, that was a big mistake, wasn't it? Oh my goodness, it was. Oh, wow. Was that like losing? That's very close to losing, actually. Oh my. Okay. How do I deal with that? If I go here, here. Ah, this might be losing. Holy moly. I guess it's not losing. It's just really bad. Then he gets to take this way, though. Oh my god. I'm going to go here. What a terrible play. It might actually be fine. Here, here. Rook here. Here, here. Here, takes. I think I saved it. Let's see if I'm wrong. I guess he can go there, though. And then this is in trouble again. That was a really bad play. Regardless of anything else, that was very bad. I don't want to give up that pawn. And this would be just a draw. But I guess that's what I'm going to do at this point. I think I've blown it so badly that I have to go for the draw. What if I go here? And then he pushes and I lose. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. There's a chance my opponent says, I've got the win now and I'm going over there. Okay. That's great. So I still have this passed pawn. In fact, I think I want to go here. Drive the king back. King is boxed. And if the king doesn't go here, I think I get to go there. Cause some pretty big problems. This is hanging. Here? There with check. No, it doesn't work because then he goes there. So I think I need to go here. Okay. Well, now I can go here. Maybe. Maybe not. Because this looks pretty good. Yep. Then I go here. And at this point, I'm just going to try to push this pawn down. I don't know that it's going to be nearly fast enough. If the king just comes over, I might not be able to support it. Because if I go up here, this kind of stuff could be bad. Yeah. Okay. If I go there. Actually, I can go here. What is happening? Now, the king could go there, but then I can go here. Oh, I guess the king could go there, huh? Seems like an odd place for the king to go. But okay, I'm going to go here. Can I go here? Here, 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 here. Just takes. No, I'm too slow. Yeah, I can't win this way. I'll go here. Try to nab that pawn. He goes there. I'll go here. And now I'm the one who's squarely on the defense, just trying to hold this together. I don't think I can. I think 2 passed pawns connected should be enough for my opponent. I did a remarkable job throwing this game. Like, this was a 1 game. Like, a very, very 1 game. Oh, that's quite interesting. No, it's fine. I thought for a second it was a mistake. It was not. If I go here and they go here, I think I want to go here. I'll try something. My plan is to get here. I don't think that's enough. I don't know what that was. That was a terrible move. I don't know what a good move was, is the problem. Like, just push the pawn seems quite good. Although I get to go behind it now. And it might work out. Oh, right. He's got that too. Boy, oh boy. The hits keep on coming. All right, I'm going to go here. Uh-huh. I'm going to go here. Oh boy. This wins. Pretty much have to go here. And they go there, and then they go boom, boom, and win. Yep. I needed them to not do that. I really needed them to not make that move. Okay. Okay, how do we not lose this thing? I feel like there are some drawing chances if my opponent plays badly. I want to go here to be able to hit this. I guess even that doesn't work. No, it does. If they go here and I go here, I think I might not be okay, right? So I go here, then they go there. Then do I lose? I think so. Oh boy. About this first? Moves. I do something, they go there, and I lose. Well, I think we've lost. Interesting game that I somehow lost this. It's kind of staggering that I lost this game. I had it won many times. So here loses. Yeah, there's no way to save this game. Yep. That wins. Alright, we can call it there. Whew. That was a hard one. That was a hard one to stomach. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. I was very shocked I lost that game. Like, I'm reeling here. Okay, so we got into an open Sicilian. They played the bishop g4 5 line. I played it. Ooh, okay. I think I'm supposed to play the queen out first, which is what I thought. Luckily, it just transposed and it was fine. This is not the most common move. It's not an unheard of move, it looks like. The most common move is just, though, to continue pressing forward. And I think I play b5, and then this is the main line. Then what do I do with this knight? Just bring it back. And then they keep pushing. And oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, I thought they were supposed to move him over. I don't know. That's A line. We'll just say that. This looks slow. I could play h6 or I could play b5. I picked b5. They moved the rook over. And then this is the number 1 move. b4 is not really a move here. This is the move. And then here. Here's where I missed my chance. This was to prep b4 so that they couldn't do this. But that's a terrible spot anyway for the knight. If that's their answer, then I think I'm pretty happy. The computer says that black would have a pretty big lead there. So b4 is a big lead for me. I decided to go here, and they very sensibly just go, cool, then you don't get to play b4. And then I'm just kind of like, ah, great. Now I have no idea what to do. I just, put my rook in a better spot, pester their pieces, and I decided that this would be good for me. And I think I was right. If we look at this, I'm up 1, and when they go here, I take the free pawn. They go here, and then I just win the game. I win the game on the spot. And I'm definitely better, right? Computer says you're up 3. So there, that's game. I decide not to do that, and I just back my bishop up, and still, the computer's like, you're up 3. This game is over. Why are you guys even playing anymore? Of course I should have taken here. I realized that like immediately after I did it. And then, very generously, my opponent let me take there anyway. And now we're kind of in business. I went there, which is fine. The computer likes this a lot, which I didn't like because I was kind of afraid of that move. G6 is also good, but this is fine. We're in totally fine territory. G6 was the right move. And then here, a couple moves. B4 is one the computer likes. Okay, so the computer says this is fine, so we might as well look at that. Backs up. Wait, was this where I thought I had the move? Yeah, this is where I thought I had the winning move. Is this not winning? This is winning. Okay. Not quite the same, because they can go here. That's what I missed. Can I go here? Yeah. Okay. And then we're even, but I'm up a pawn. And their pawns are terrible. So I have a big lead. I didn't see that, which isn't the end of the world. I didn't lose anything in not going for that. This was the right idea. And then this was the wuss move, right? I should have gone here. And I was worried. I was really worried about this. I thought they could go here, check. And then if I took, then they're here. And I thought this might be bad for me. Computer says this is +5 for me, or -5. And then I'm absolutely crushing. I'm up a full rook. I was worried I was getting mated. Like if I go here. Oh, that is not mate. That is not mate at all. And that's the only move. So I go here and they have nothing. They go here. I go here. They take. And I go here. And then they go here. And I go here. I didn't have a lot of time left there. But I had 4 minutes. And I think I had more like 6 minutes. And I took 2 minutes. And I just went for the weak move. It's fine. I'm still leading. But it's a lot harder. And now we get into this position. Oh, wow. Okay, so here I felt like I was winning. This is a draw. This is just straight up a draw. It's a huge blunder, and it's a draw. Interesting. So what the computer likes here is an only move. It's actually an only move, and it is not easy to find. I mean, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't, what? Queen G3 is an only move. And this continues winning the game. And I think the reason is because now the queen can't check here. We're actually hitting this pawn. The move does kind of a lot. G5 check looks interesting, but then we could just tuck back and lose. Or we could just take with the king and say, you still have nothing. And they don't. They got no checks. It's a wild position. Okay, so I didn't see that. I just thought this was reasonable. And as we saw in the game, this was clearly a draw, right? We repeated moves a million times until I decided, oh my goodness, my opponent's made a huge, colossal blunder. And this is indeed a huge blunder. I'm winning. I'm winning the game. I have a pass pawn. Their pawns are a mess. I'm clearly winning. So, we continued. And I'm clearly winning. And I'm clearly winning. And now I'm not. Now it is a draw. This plus this is still winning. Because now the rook is totally busy. Now my king can just get out and do its thing. It's not going to get stuck here. This king is like, I don't know. I guess I go here, and then this king can go here, and now this king's kind of in zugzwang and doesn't want to move. If it goes here, then I'm taking here, and I think we can see pretty clearly the game's over. But I made a huge mistake and let them set this up. And this still is just a draw, but I handled it poorly. I thought I was fine. And this is just a draw. And we take, and it's a draw. But now, it's a messy draw. Alright? It's like, I have a pass pawn. My opponent has some stuff happening, and I need to play well. And I think that was a good move. I drove him back. I'm coming up. That was not a great move. They're not winning, but it wasn't a great move. And now it's kind of like another win. So how was I supposed to handle this? Oh, I almost went rook e3 to box him out. I just really didn't like the look of now this pawn is stuck. So let's make some moves for white. Let's just say they say, cool, I'm running my pawn now. I guess I could go there. Let's say they go here. Then I go here, and then I go here. Well, that's... Oh, and then maybe that's just a draw. Okay, so they can't do that, right? I go here, and they can't do that. So they go here. Now I play f3. Now they go here. I can't check. But I can go f2 and make a queen. Woo. Okay, so that was the way. Or a way, at least. There are other ways. That one is not the way, though. Because as we saw... Oh, but they made a mistake and went back. So now it is a draw. And now I'm losing. Oh, my God. So what I needed to do was recognize that I have to find a way to deal with these. And to bring my king over. And then if they try to go too fast, then I am going to give them kind of a hard time. And now my king's over in the vicinity, at least. And we've got some stuff happening. By pushing this pawn so far, all I did was like give them an easy target. And now how do I stop the other pawn? The king's too far away. And it's just, we saw it ended up being a total debacle. So I think the endgame lesson here is a couple. One is, it is incredibly valuable locking the king away. It's a very valuable tool. And I knew this rook couldn't come over easily because of this pawn. And so I think I should have been able to see this continuation that if they try to run their pawn, I can go here and this is going to be fine. That this would be a draw. And if they try to do more, let's say they keep trying to run, then it's not going to work because this is actually going to be a good counter. And then the other piece of it was, once I recognized that I had made a grave error and that this wasn't going to work, not that I made a grave error, but that now the king is locked back here, I need to get my piece to where this is. I was thinking like, I'm going to bring this guy up and support this, but I can't. I can't get through. I can just never get through. So I had to do something with my king. They made their king a bystander, and my king could actually get in the game and do some useful things. Didn't do it. So I blew this one. I lost what was a very well-played game, I think, for me, for most of the game. I had a clear win, picking up a piece. I had another win in the endgame. I had another win. I had like 4 wins. I threw them all away, and in the end, I was able to lose. So, happens sometimes. I'll see you next time, everybody, and I hope you're having a good one.